Hi everyone, welcome to another free Friday art project. I'm Autumn, the education coordinator here at Studio 23. So I thought since Brian Goff is an en plein air artist that it would be great to get outside and do a little en plein air painting also. So if you caught Tara's segment before mine, you heard that Brian really likes to paint in oils. And while I love myself painting in oils, and I actually take the oil painting class at Studio 23 with instructor Jim Perkins. So if you are looking to get into oil painting, check us out. But anyway, so I love painting in oils. And one thing I noticed though about oil painting is it's not always kid friendly. It's a little messy. Sometimes it's not even really that good for little ones to mess with. So I have a project that can give you the same kind of texture that Tara was talking about earlier in Brian's paintings, but it'll be safer for kids. So this is my example of what I worked on, and this is a kid-friendly painting. This is so I decided to do a little beach scene, and how I made this paint, and if you look closely you can see the texture in it, but how I made this paint is you can actually either use acrylic paint, like any kind of craft paint will do, or you can even use tempera, but you combine it with shaving cream. And that's how you get the texture. So that's what we're gonna do. And here, I'll do another little close-up. You can look down here, especially in like the beach area here. That technique is called impasto, and that basically just means you have applied a thick enough layer of oil paint, or a paint that looks like oil paint like ours, to create texture. And that you can see like the brush stroke and the texture. So that's all impasto means. So we're gonna be able to create that though with our kid-friendly oil paint. So first of all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make up the colors, and you can see this is my little palette that I used previously. And all we're gonna do is, I like to use probably about a 1-to-1 ratio when I'm making up my paints, but you might find that might change a little bit. For example, my brown, I think it might be a little old, and so I had to use a little more. The other thing is, really you want to make sure that this is washable, because we're using like texture, kids just automatically want to touch it and put their hands on it. Well, even adults, I kind of made a mess with it too, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So you really want to make it kid-friendly, washable paints if you can. So anyways, to get going, we're gonna grab some shaving cream, and let's see, I'll make this is just the yellow. All right. And then mix that up. If it's washable, you could even use your hand to mix it up to you. I'm just going to use my fork. And really, I've just mixed it up, if you can see. I don't know if you can see, but really I've just mixed it up enough where the color is pretty solid throughout the entire thing, right? So, and that's good enough for me right there. So got that color. Let's see, do I need to make more red? No, I think I got enough red. I really didn't use too much, so that's good. Let's see, I will make some of that unbleached titanium color. Love that color. And like I said, I want kind of a 1-to-1 ratio. Approximately. This is something that you really can just sort of wing it, which I always think is much more fun. All right, mix that up. And again, you just want it to be, you know, a consistent color throughout, and that kind of tells you when it's ready to go. So pretty solid, I think. Yeah, we're good. Okay, got that. Let's see, we'll move on to the blue. So same thing. Okay. Morning, Al. How's it going? How are you? I'm well. I woke up this morning, the sun's shining, it's a beautiful day. Hope it's sunny where you are too. All right, gonna mix up this blue. Ooh, loving that. It is beautiful. All right. Got my blue. All right. Let's see. We'll do some, oh, I'm getting shaving cream on my face. Great. Oh, good to hear. Love to hear that. We'll make some magenta, and you might hear some crazy kids like Tara. I actually have a daycare, excuse me, right next door to me, so you might hear some kids having a good time from time to time here. All right, let's mix up this magenta. And I will try and keep up with the questions if I can. It's a little hard for me to see out here right now. Should have brought my sunglasses outside with me, but we'll make do. All right, oh, I got this beautiful magenta color, and that's good enough for me. Let's see. Now maybe just, we'll do a little bit of brown and some green. And then we should be good with all of our colors. We should be set. What was the color from again? I got in. Oh, so this is just acrylic paint, but you could really easily use tempera paint. If you're gonna do this with kids, you definitely want to do something color safe, because if they're anything like me, they're just gonna wanna dig in with their hands and make a mess. So good question though, thank you. All right, got some green. And let's see what I can get out of my brown. I think my brown is getting old. All right. All right. Mix these up. Green. I don't know if you can hear, but the kids next door at the daycare are having a good old time right now. They are cracking up at something. All right. Got my green mixed up. And then now I just got to mix up my brown and I should be good to go. Now, you know, if you watched Tara's segment, you saw that we've discussed, or she discussed, excuse me, en plein air painting, because that's what Brian primarily likes to do. And if you've watched any of our other Friday videos, you've seen, let's see, what was the color? Gotcha. If you've seen some of our other videos, you have definitely seen we've talked about other en plein air artists. And so you've probably heard us discuss what en plein air is. And that is simply just painting outside, painting what you see outside. So whether it's a beach scene, or maybe you're at the beach, maybe you're, you know, in a field. I've even seen some paintings that Brian has done that were just buildings outside, and it's really just what you're seeing outside. So, all right, that's good enough. I might actually add a little more brown, but I think it's good enough for our example. So I just found this old canvas and I'm going to paint on the back of it. Could you use powdered Kool-Aid and Dream Whip? I don't see why not. I think that you should try that, Al, and I think you should let me know, because I think that is actually a great idea, and if nothing else, it would smell absolutely amazing, because Kool-Aid smells amazing. So I would love to know. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get started with, let's see, since I'm doing a beach scene, if you see on my example, I kind of have the water just kind of go right into the sky, go right into this like sunset, this magenta sky. So that's just going to be the blue, that unbleached color, and then my magenta. So you have a lot of options to apply this. If you want to, if it's, you know, washable, you could just apply it with your hands. You could use like the back end of a fork, you know, or maybe even try some stuff out, see what works, because maybe you try out something cool and you're just like, oh, wow, this looks amazing. I would have had no idea, right? I mean, I feel like that's half of art, at least for me anyways, is doing a little experimenting. So, all right, so I got some blue down there, and like I said, you can go in with your fingers. So maybe I want this blue to look a little bit smoother, maybe. I don't want so much texture in it, because I kind of want it to look calm, like it's a calm evening. Okay, so I got my water. Wipe that off. Then we can move on to, let's see, another color. Let's see. Wipe this off. And I think I might just go in with my hands for this. And I'm going to take some of that titanium, and I'm just going to go in. This is that unbleached titanium. And I'm just gonna go for it with my hands. Why not, right? Nice, thank you, Al, I appreciate that. All right, and I'm gonna blend it just a little bit into the blue. Ooh, I'm liking that. I'm digging that light blue color. Yes, yes, yes. But see, I'm getting a lot of texture. I don't know if you can see that so well, but I'm getting a lot of texture, which I'm loving. And I'm just gonna scoop right in. I'm not even gonna wash my hands. I'm just gonna go for it. And I'm gonna start including this beautiful magenta color, because I just really want it to kind of look like it's a sunset. And if you know anything about me and teaching kids classes, you'll know that I always tell the kids, make the sky any color but blue, because I think we forget sometimes that the sky is many colors, not just necessarily blue. All right, so there's my sky, and I even have like a little impasto going on. You can see where the paint is thick enough where you can see texture and you know, strokes from my finger. All right, so we'll let that kind of dry, and I'll try and wipe off some of this. Let's see. I just can't help it. I feel like because it's textural, you just want to go in with your hands. Maybe that's the ceramic artist in me. But all right, so now we're gonna go in. I want to make a little path. If you remember in my example, I had a